So on June 9th, on my blog, I documented that I had read a blog post on Zachary K. Hubbard's blog in regards to someone telling him that the final Jeopardy question on June 7th, the answer was Kings. And in regards to the NBA Finals, there was a lot of king symbolism going on, even with the death of Isaiah Thomas's sister. She died in a Camry. Camry means crown. She died age 22. He was drafted age 22 and wore number 22 for the Sacramento Kings. You got King James, just there was lots of king stuff going on. And this is what the TV, the mainstream media does. They give you riddles and clues in these stories in regards to how it's connecting to sports championships, and the sports championships also give you riddles and clues in regards to what's going on outside of the sports world. And what I'm going to show in this video is how gematria is coded into a lot of these things, and that is a lot of what the riddles are. There's themes, but the gematria is the coded riddles that are behind a lot of this stuff. If you don't know what it is, check out the description box. I'll leave a link, How to Gematria. It will make a lot more sense in regards to what I'm talking about. And, you can use that information and do it for yourself. You can go to this website here, gematrinator.com, and do some experiments, type in your own name, see how it connects to your own family, and then move on. Check out media stories. Check out highlighted words in media stories and how they sync up to what the story is actually talking about. Anyway, you would think in regards to Kings that this would be good for the Cleveland Cavaliers. But what I pointed out in this video is that Jeopardy in reverse gematria equals 122. Golden State equals 122 in the non-reverse method. And as we move along, I'll show you some more things that were synced up to Golden State in this episode as well. I pointed out that it was the 113th episode in Alex Trebek's 33rd season as the host. And then the guy who won, he won $33,000. NBA Finals in gematria equals 33. And 113th episode, Game 1 of the NBA Finals, the Warriors scored 113. Game 2 and Game 3, the Cavaliers scored 113. And think about 113 even. You could 11 times 3 equals 33. 113 also a number connected to NASA. And I was saying for months leading up to the NBA Finals, there is a space theme that is involved with the NBA Finals. And we even had the death of Eugene Cernan on the same day the Cleveland Cavaliers lost to the Golden State Warriors by 35 points. The Warriors got their 35th win of the season that day. Kevin Durant wears number 35. Draymond Green, the 35th pick in the draft, even hurt LeBron James when the score was 52-35. Tyronn Lue, born on May 3rd, 5/3 or 3/5. Mike Brown, born on March 5th, 3/5 or 5/3. NASA equals 35. Cernan in the reverse method, I think reduced reverse equals 35. And, just lots of 35 symbolism, and NASA equals 35. But there was also, we had the death of John Glenn as well, and he died 175 days before the NBA Finals. Golden State in the reverse method equals 175. But anyway, the guy who won this Jeopardy, his name was Bala Kumar, that equals 35, and the person that he beat was Chantel. Chantel equals 35 in gematria. The answer to the final question in regards to Kings, the answer was, who is Edward? Edward equals 35 in the reduced reverse method. And then Alex Trebek even went on to let us know he was also known as Edward Longshanks, and he's the one who defeated William Wallace. Edward Longshanks equals 175 in gematria. Just like I said, Golden State, the reverse way, equals 175. I also pointed out William Wallace, if you look him up, it doesn't have his birthday on here. It just has the year. But 1270 to 1305, Possibly he was 35 years old when he died even. Edward I, the king in, the question, he's also known for issuing the Edict of Expulsion, which expelled the Jews out of England. And it wasn't overturned until Oliver Cromwell. And Oliver Cromwell was the guy who took over after the Cavaliers lost the English Civil War, right? So all of this was actually showing us the Cavaliers losing, I believe. Expulsion also equals 135. I documented William Wallace died in 1305. If you followed what I've talked about a lot, I've talked a ton about this number, 135, in regards to the angel Gabriel, but also key of David equals 135. And the key of David is referenced in the book of Revelation in regards to the church of Philadelphia, where the Warriors were originally from. The first round of this Jeopardy episode also had a category called Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame. And the first question that they asked on it was about Wilt Chamberlain's 100-point game, and that was when he played with the Philadelphia Warriors, right? So, how interesting. And I just documented, I think I've done a video or something on Wilt Chamberlain a long time ago, but just re-pointing it out, Wilt Chamberlain equals 69. He scored 100 points. The rest of the team scored 69 points. Cleveland Cavaliers equals 69 in gematria. And notice, too, they won by 22 points. The word basketball equals 22. And Wilt Chamberlain also significant because he played college at Kansas, and James Naismith, the guy who founded basketball, also founded the Kansas basketball program. There is a connection to Kansas and Philadelphia as well. I'm not going to go into it. There's a lot to explain with it, but, there's Kansas equals 65 in gematria, Philadelphia equals 65 in gematria, and there's this experiment called Project Rainbow, or also the Philadelphia experiment is what it's called, but it's synced up to the Wizard of Oz and Dorothy and the rainbow flag and just all kinds of stuff going on with it. But let's move on. Philadelphia Warriors in the reverse method equal 318. Cleveland Cavaliers equal 318 in the reverse method. I also have been talking a lot about the Catholic priests and whatnot, Father's Day. There's something going on with fathers. I'm telling you, it wasn't for Father's Day, but there's something definitely in regards to fathers. And Father's Day, the 169th day of the year, if the finals would have went to Game 7, it would have ended on Father's Day. And, I swear that's why we're getting the story about LeVar Ball, the father of Lonzo Ball. Lonzo Ball equals 37, just like Los Angeles. That's why he was drafted there, but just wanted to point it out that I've been recently documenting 169, and I just realized the score of this game was 169. So, who knows? I also pointed out the inventor of basketball, James Naismith. He died 22 days after his birthday, right? Basketball equals 22. He dies 22 days after his birthday. He's the guy who invented basketball. He died in the year 39. His last name equals 39. He also died on the day that leaves 33 days in the year in 1939. And he died age 78. NBA Finals equal 33. And the big way, they equal 78. In regards to the year 39, I also pointed out that the NCAA tournament began in the year 39. And Naismith coached Fog Allen, who later became the coach of Kansas for 39 seasons. I don't know why I wrote it down here, but in regards to James Naismith, he died age 78. He was born on a date numerology of 78, 11 plus 6 plus 61. And he died on a date numerology of 78, 11 plus 28 plus 39, 78. So I just documented all of the questions that were in this Naismith basketball category. The second one, of course, the answer was Hubble. They were talking about the Hubble Space Telescope, right? And I'm talking about how there's a big space theme connected to the NBA Finals. So interesting, the second question about space. The third question about Dennis Rodman. And I wrote in here, I'm reminded of North Korea, Rockets. He was number 91. Space equals 91. The day that Eugene Cernan died, the Cavaliers lost to the Warriors 126-91. And then, of course, Dennis Rodman, out of nowhere, goes to North Korea, right? And I have a blog post on that, super coded. Otto Wormbier is how they showed it in the whatever on the article I was reading. They showed his name was pronounced Otto Wormbier, Dennis Rodman. His nickname the Worm. I mean, come on. And supposedly it had nothing to do with Dennis Rodman, him getting released. It's such a joke. But anyway, look, I posted this on June 9th. And then Dennis Rodman, like 3 days later, goes back to North Korea, and nobody knows what's going to happen. You know, just pretty strange stuff. The fourth question was about Shaquille O'Neal's shoe size being 23, and that was when he played with the Orlando Magic. And I talked a lot about the Kennedy Space Center that is, you know, pretty close to Orlando and how it was connected into the Houston Rockets and whatnot, and Apollo, a bunch of the Apollo missions. I even mentioned how the Magic had lost to the Rockets in 1995. John Glenn was age 95. Just a whole bunch of stuff that I had posted on this blog. And also Magic Johnson becoming, you know, the president of operations of the Lakers. The Lakers equal, Los Angeles Lakers equal 175. Houston Rockets equal 175. Golden State equals 175. And then, you know, Magic Johnson. There's just so much going on. I'm not going to re-explain it. If you want, you can come to this blog that I'll leave in the link description. Just type in probably the word Magic or maybe Magic Johnson. You'll find a whole bunch of stuff of what I was talking about in regards to this. The final question then in that category was about Pat Riley, and it was in 2006. So this was before LeBron James was there. And Pat Riley had just came out and said that LeBron James wasn't the best ever. Magic Johnson was, you know. So, or that Michael Jordan, the big deal was, you know, LeBron James being the greatest of all time and all this Michael Jordan stuff. And then Pat Riley comes out and says that Magic Johnson was the greatest ever. Once again, just reminding us of this magic stuff. Later on in the episode, we even learned that the guy who won, he knows everything about the Golden Girls. That's what he says, right? Golden Girls equal 122, just like gold, and 175 reverse. Golden State equals 122, 175 reverse. Golden Girls, Golden State. David West has the golden ratio tattooed on his arm. Lots of stuff with him too that eventually I will talk about in regards to Batman, David West, Adam West. David West went to a Jesuit college. Anyway, this guy also mentions the episode of the Golden Girls where Dorothy tries out for Jeopardy. And I looked it up and it was season 7, episode 17, and also the 171st episode. So a lot of 717, right? And this is the 71st season of the NBA in the year 17. It came out on the 39th day of the year. Think about that in regards to the previous category about Naismith, who died in the year 30 died. Anyway, on the show, Dorothy is played by B. Arthur. So she's the one who tries out for Jeopardy. B. Arthur equals 40 and 94. Jeopardy equals 40 and 94. Alex Trebek also equals 40. So it's no doubt that is why Dorothy tried out for Jeopardy on the show. So that's all I have on this post. Just wanted to show that, you know, it really was telling us, I'm pretty sure that it was telling us about the Golden State Warriors. I know that the Cleveland Cavaliers have a connection to the Philadelphia Warriors, but there was a lot more Golden State stuff going on in this episode. And they even had the question about basketball. And, you know, that's the way the world works. There's riddles all the time coded into multiple things. So, whatever. Have a good one.